Okay, this is your intro video showing you how to use your workout file and everything that is included in it. So, what it should look like is I have shared a document with you, and you should see that you have a folder to open that is your workout. This is your first page introduction, just telling you about the different levels and what's included depending on which one you have signed up for, and taking you through the steps of where to start with and what to do. Down on this homework tab is where I will give you assignments and homework to do each week, depending on what level of coaching you have. If it's just workouts, then I'll be telling you to do different things with your goals in regards to workouts. If you have opted for the nutrition level of coaching, then there will be stuff in there with food and recipes and all that. So the homework tab is where I will give you things to do. I will mark it off when I see you've completed it, and these are things we'll go over on your coaching calls as well if you have signed up for any of those. This goals tab is very important. Whether you are going to continue on and do more months or you are just doing 1 month, this is something you should spend a lot of time on, and we will talk about a lot. So top 3 goals, this is just your biggest goals that you are wanting to accomplish overall. And then depending on what month you're starting in, you will get more specific on the goals you're going to focus on this month. That's going to help you with your overall top 3 goals you've set. Your description is where you will list out why this is your goal, and I say go why 5 times deep. So if this goal is you want to lose a certain amount of pounds, then here I want you to answer why. Why do you want to lose that many pounds? And then ask yourself why 5 more times. Rewards, pick yourself out a reward when you do accomplish this goal that you will actually reward yourself with. So get specific on it. If it's a new pair of Nike workout tights, what kind, what brand, how much do they cost? Make sure it's something that you'll actually be able to reward yourself with when you do accomplish this goal. And also make sure that the reward does not contradict your goal. So if your goal is to eat more vegetables, don't reward yourself by eating dessert or by not giving yourself a meal without vegetables, because that's contradictory to the goal that you are setting up for yourself. This progress tab at the end of each week, this will be part of your homework. So whatever your goals are for January or whatever month you're starting in, at the end of each week, filling in the progress. How did you do for this specific goal? Did you work towards it? Did you not? And why? So just kind of reflecting each week on what you did. This schedule tab, again, depending on what coaching level you're signing up for, I for sure want what times you're working out. So here you can choose different colors, and you can do if you have to work, if you will be out of town, if you have, if you have class, and then you can just make them different colors and then go through and fill in all those times. So this is as much or as little as you want to use it, but for sure I'm going to want your workout times on here. And then if you are opting in for a coaching level with meals or nutrition, I want your meals listed out here. So a lot of this is going to be planning, and that is a big key to your success and me helping hold you accountable. Your progress tracker, this is where before you start anything, put in your weight and the measurement of your waist and whatever day you're starting on. Depending on the person, this will be completely individual to each client I'm working with on if you measure your weight and waist consistently or if you don't. So that is something that just depends on you and what we decide as we talk and move forward with your individual plan. These exercises right here can be switched out to whatever you want to work on, whether you care more about your endurance or your aerobic capacity or other specific lifts and you want to get new PRs or track where you're at and see your strength. That's completely up to you. These are just ones I have filled in. On these categories right here, your strength, mental, and is your heck in check. If you bring your cursor up to the top right, it'll tell you the rating process I have set. So each day, rating mentally, were you committed, were you hanging in, or were you dragging, giving yourself a 1, 2, or 3. Strength, when you're working out, did you lose weight, did you not feel as strong that day, was it the same, or were you able to feel that you were gaining strength on some exercises? Same thing with is your heck in check. Water intake, that's a big thing that I will be assigning for basically anyone, how much cups of water I want you to be trying drinking every day. So again, this is to help with accountability, and depending on what level of coaching you signed up for, can be used as much or as little as you want. The warm-up tab, I have a lot going on here, and that is just to make sure that there is something on here that you will be able to use. So, important part on warming up is starting out with something that's going to get your heart rate up, some kind of cardio. So I have several different variations that you can do. But first thing is just make sure you're getting your heart rate up, you're starting to get a sweat going. And then second is doing some dynamic exercises. These are all of the best ones that I suggest. I know that sometimes maybe you don't have a whole lot of time and you need to just make sure you're warmed up and getting ready for your warm-up workout. So picking the ones that are most important and critical for you to do, especially depending on if it's a lower body day or an upper body day, and also what parts of your body need more warming up than others. And we can talk about that and get specifics for you as we move forward with your individual plan. Then the mobility exercises, and I have added in my pull-up progression just in case that is something that you want to work on. Moving on to this tab, this is your workout tab. So I have the movements shown on the left of everything just to help you learn about why workouts are designed the way they are. So what movement? When you have a number and then a letter, that's a superset. So on this one, you would be performing your back squat. You'd be doing 3 sets of 8 and resting for 15 seconds. And then you would do your RKC plank for 15 seconds and rest for a minute. And then you go back to your back squat. So this column is where I want you to input your reps and your weight. So especially on these types where there's a range. So say your first set, you got 15 reps and you were using 115 pounds. And then on your second set, you got 12 reps or 13 reps and you went up in weight and you were using 135 pounds. So just help keep track of your reps and your sets and your weight that you use, and also so I can see and make adjustments as I need to from week to week. On all of your exercises, you will have a video demo. So I have this set up to where you'll be using your phone, and it might look a little differently, or how you click on it is different, but you will just go to the link and you'll be taken to a video demo showing you how to do it. And that is on each of them. So the most important part is to make sure you're paying attention from week to week as your exercises progress in reps or sets, and pay attention to your rest times. Always look over at the notes as I give cues on either your technique and your form or your tempo. So review the notes, review the exercises, look at the demos before you get into the gym. That way, if you do have any questions, you can ask. So as you're starting and going over your entire workout folder, just make sure you read through this instruction tab. Look at any homework I have for what you should start with. Fill in your goals. Definitely spend time on this. Don't just, blow through it. This is an important key part. Spend your time on it. Think about it. Fill in your schedule. Make sure you're tracking where you're starting out at. This is something that helps with motivation and helps you see that this is a timely process. So the biggest part that will help keep you motivated and keep you going, since you're not going to be able to see visual changes from day to day, is going to be doing something like this and tracking your progress and seeing you're able to get more pull-ups, your weight's going up on your lifts, and tracking progress in this way. Warm-ups, I do have video demos on some of them, not all of them. If you need more, just let me know. And that is your intro video for your workout.